Hello, all my friends. It is day 17 of Art Journal Habit 2017. If you haven't heard of this, we have a prompt list on the Facebook group Art Joy is Sharing and on Instagram. So if you're following me on Instagram, you can see the daily pictures of the projects, and we are posting videos each day. And yesterday, our video was on Art Joy is Sharing on YouTube because we do it live, and so that's where you'll find that one from yesterday. And today's prompt is fashion. So I have some, this is rice paper, and I'm just gluing that down on my page to give it some texture. And I've used some gesso in the background, and this is an old, very crumbly piece of newsprint that's got, sale things in it. What does it say? It says something about deodorant and face powder and, very feminine fashion type things. And I thought that was appropriate to my page too, and I'm just whitewashing it with a little more of that gesso. And I have a tag, and I'm going to distress that. I have that little Tim Holtz tool that roughs up the edge. You don't have to have that tool to do it with. You can just do that with a pair of scissors or something, but I happen to own the tool, so I thought, well, I should dig that out and use it. And then I have this piece of paper, kind of is a tuxedo print paper, like something you would find in the fashion industry, that pinstripe look to it. So I'm going to put that tag and that pinstripe paper down on my page and add some lace and some other fashion embellishments and get this thing going. So those papers are difficult because they're folding in the middle of the book, and that doesn't always work real well for adhering them down. So eventually you'll see that I get out some double stick tape and put it under those edges just to make sure that it sticks down to the page. And I'm going to use some kind of beige and dark colors for the coloration on this page. I really want it to remain neutral because I have these little images. I'm trying to remember where they're from. It was an online download that I got, and I'm gluing them to some acrylic pieces. And you see I get out my Deco Art Media paint in some appropriate colors. I think that's probably a green gold and burnt sienna. In what other color do I have there? Maybe a little bit of raw umber. Just very neutral to green colorations that I'm using here. And then I'm going to use a little bit of glazing liquid. This is from Golden, and this is called taupe. So we have black and taupe and, browns and a lot of those colors that you see people wearing that are neutral. I guess I was thinking suit material when I was doing this, because one of the images that I'm going to use on my page is actually an image of my grandmother. And she was kind of a fashion plate. A lot of the photographs that I have of my grandmother are with her wearing all of these fancy outfits. She'll take a photo and she'll say, "This is my new blue suit." And the hats that they wore, and because she was a turn-of-the-century gal, and I'm just fascinated by the clothing that they wore. So I'm just layering up some different papers for, some of this is packaging, and you can see there's those images that I put on the acrylic. These little babes look like they're really decked out. And I have these butterfly stickers that are, I think, colors and shimmer that are appropriate to what I'm working with here on the page. And I'll try and remember to find out where those images came from and post that in the description box down below. This is an old rub-on, a very old rub-on. I think it's from EK and not rubbing on very well, but that's okay. You know, it's a journal page, and I wanted something that looked like that embroidery that you find on the fancier dresses and clothing. And that's what this reminded me of. You see the stitches and the embroidery looking pieces. So since we're doing fashion, why not? Let's add some of that. Yeah, you see I'm struggling. I'm really struggling with getting that to transfer. It's an old rub-on. And eventually I give up on that one particular piece because it's not gonna work. And I'm thinking, well, what else do I have in my stash? And eventually I come up with some buttons from my stash because, good heavens, I have a lot of those too. And I have this old, they're supposed to look like wooden tiles, like things out of a Scrabble board. And I'm going to use that to build my title. So I'm just cutting those out and gluing them down. So I did a little research, and those smaller images were collage sheets from Artchix Studio. That's ARTCHIX Studio. And I believe Stampington still carries some of their collage sheets if you're interested in those types of images. So the two images on the far right side are from their collection, and then the image on the left side is a picture of my grandmother in her fun attire. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. See you again next time. So thanks for stopping in and taking a look around. Tomorrow is day 18, which is geometric, and I will be right back here on this channel with that. And I hope you're enjoying this and will join the fun. Bye for now.